Fun on Fridays kind of goes together, doesn't it? Thank Friday it's fun, thank fun it's Friday. So let's have a little bit of fun with what we've done this week. We've looked at wish boxes, we've looked at thinking, we've looked at the wonder of things. So I'm wondering what we can have fun with. And I think that one of the main themes that we've been going at is ceremony and looking at manifesting things. And you can add ceremony to just about anything in life. Let's face it, most of us can be good at making a song and dance about something or other in our time. When we were children, perhaps we were very, very good at it. I think that I used to be guilty of stamping my foot when I was a little bit on the defiant side, shall we say. And for some, there would be, would say that that happened quite a lot. However, these days when I stamp my foot, it's a little bit different. I'm usually dancing. So I'm not going to get you to dance at the moment, but I think it would be actually a good idea if you thought about having a little bit of a dance, because not only does it mix up your energy and move your body and get yourself kind of zinged up for the day, it's also connecting with yourself. It's connecting with that inner child. It's letting loose. It's kind of understanding that you can just run about. Do you remember Phoebe in Friends when she ran? Have a go. I mean, I'm supposing that during raves, etc., you would do that. I mean, we do that anyway. We don't call it a rave, we just do it. We call it a gathering. Yeah. So let's have a look at it now. Let's see what we can do. The interesting thing about manifesting stuff is that you have to be thinking about it. And the catch-22, and it is a bloody great catch-22, is that you cannot manifest anything. Well, you can, but it'll take a little bit longer. You can't manifest it really well if you're coming from a place of need or lack. So if you're thinking about, oh, I want to be more prosperous, I want to be more wealthy, I want to have this in my life, I want money, that's coming from, I want is deemed to be a place of need. I need money, so I'm asking for it now, like this. You're still in that kind of place of need. Now, yesterday, I think it was, we mentioned that the brain can't distinguish between memories and dreams, which is where you get your little philosopher's stone for this. Because that's why we are told when we're going to manifest things, think of it as something you already have. It's a done deal. Because when we've got something, there's an attitude and a feeling, and we emote a certain way of being when we have that thing. You do, we all do. It's the acquisitiveness of understanding what you have, and I think that also we could be a little bit acquisitive about what we have for ourselves inside. If we thought about how it was to acquire love for ourselves, the best place to look for it is inside ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, then how can we love anyone else? Another cliche. But they are cliches because they are true. So dreams and memories. Now, it can be that you want to regain something that you may have lost. So remembering what it was like to have it is really, really good. What you have to do is edit off the part where you lost it before. So you go right in there to a spectacular moment where there were like fireworks and joyful music and the violins were playing even while it was happening, when you realised that you were being awe-inspired, awe-struck and your feeling was open and expansive, and you were just a big vessel waiting for the joy of the world to drop in there. Or something that made you really, really happy. Something that made you laugh. Laugh until your ribs ached and the tears just flowed. Memories of being with friends, not sad ones, not in nostalgia, but with the absolute joy of knowing that that moment happened. And in knowing that moment happened, you can make it happen again. So let's think about it now. If you're watching this and you're doing anything important, like bathing the kids or changing nappies or cooking a dinner or whatever, don't do this now. Stick it on later, because let's face it, it will be on later. It'll be there forever, unless I delete it. And just find yourself a spot where it's quiet, which might be a miracle in itself depending on what your family circumstances are. And just take the time to let go of any tight pockets in your body. If you can understand that you are sitting tensely, you recognise that, you can actually let yourself just loosen a bit. You can feel your feet on the ground, on the floor, on the carpet. You can wiggle your toes inside your shoes, your slippers, your socks, or on the carpet or the floor itself, and feel what it's like to be there. Feel that you are in place in this time, in this space. You may even be aware now of your bottom, wherever it is that you're sitting. You may even be aware of it if you're lying down. But then you'll be aware of all the other places where you are connecting with the object that is keeping you comfortable, keeping you upright after a fashion. The thing that is supporting you. And you can allow it to do that because that's its job. As strong as it is, as gentle and supporting of you it will be. Just allow yourself to breathe into it. And as you let go that breath, just relax down into where you are. And think about what it's like to be inside yourself. Just being in communion with yourself. And allow your brain to filter out any of the stuff that is less than totally necessary right now. Allow your mind access to your warmest, most joyful memories. Allow them then to be attached to that which you would like to be manifested in your life today. Not right now, but in this time. Because manifestation can sometimes take a little time, but actually the making of it is so nice, peaceful, and really relaxing. Because you're actually allowing things to filter, percolate, just rise to the surface naturally. Allowing a feeling to swim into your consciousness, and if it's not the right one, just float away. Allowing thoughts to do the same thing. And whichever way you're representing, you can use them all. Taste, touch, smell, sight, hearing, or anything else that comes to mind. And there are more ways to communicate than you actively know or use. Allow that memory, that dream, cause the corner of your mouth to just smile, widen, and understand that when you smile, even your face muscles are actually more relaxed. It's a gentle breeze of movement. It's a way of understanding that when everything else is still, moving, being, doing, we can be floating elsewhere. Being in a space of comfort, of enlightened joy, peaceful harmony, and just being. And it's here that we set the tone for our day. The sigh of completeness, the sigh of catharsis, the sigh of I'm there. Take this moment, which is a drop in a sea of many moments, and splash around and play with what it is you want to manifest. A bright, happy day where you can find the joy, where you can find the laughter, where you can just, that was good, that was so funny. When I did that, when I signed the documents for that house that I love so much, oh, when I watched my child walk for the first time, when I got my first puppy, when I experienced my first kiss, something that expanded your joy, something that made you feel like you were being someone else, someone you always aspired to be, someone you were inspired to be, a homeowner, a car owner, someone who is a homeowner, a car owner, because it's all the same. There's no time here like the present. The present, of course, is a gift. And as you take time here, just basking in the sun of the joyful anticipation and the joyful expectation and the joyful completion of that memory. Feel it, be it in any way that you are happy to be with that memory. Then bring yourself back into being here now, up to the surface, and understand that when we're doing things like this, and the phone could be ringing and the door could be going, the postman could have just shoved something through your letterbox, doesn't matter. You know you were there. You know that you are able to connect with yourself, with all of those memories. There is a universal ocean of memory. And you can sail calm waters, or you can choose to go a little bit choppier if you must. But remember, you are a special person. You are a unique person. You are a universal person. And you are loved. I'll see you next week.